this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing started. The Red Raiders will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25.
You want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
They'll run the option. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You kind of thought in that situation. QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the option. He'll toss it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Oh, he's got some space. It's a seam wide open, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies!
This quarterback is so unique, and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run it from the gun. He's past the 30. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Red Raiders in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Quarterback moving. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires left. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The Red Raiders are on the move. Unloads quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Morton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his man. It's Virgil. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
After changing ends of the field. Quarterback making checks. Motion from the wide receiver.
Great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time, know where they're going to be, focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole week of the game.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan to get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
On the ground, it's Joyner. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Back to pass, it's Reed. The throw to the outside is complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll toss it to the left. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pulls it in, it's Ncaa. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Just going to keep it after the snap. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Here comes the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he takes it in for the score. Texas A&M.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He goes out of bounds at the 40 after an excellent return. Thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Motion from the back. On the snap, it's Eakin. Pocket breaking down. Grab near the sticks. It's Morton. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Red Raider. He got a step and just dusted the field.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Reed. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Fires to the wideout. Fakes the grab. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Tight end now in motion. To the air on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Snags it inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Huge play puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it first and 10 from the 15. A designed run for the quarterback. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up with this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the option. Touchdown, Aggie!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the two-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they can get them to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
Inside the 20, chance for great field position. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Or maybe a double pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. A&M ready to kick it away to get the third done from inside his own 15. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Fires to the big fella. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding.
He's got it on the outside. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Offense, quick tempo.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Back to throw, it's Morton. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Texas A&M going up tempo. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. For 2 on 4th down attempt so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off play action. Quickly complete. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from Pater. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They're trying to slam it in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it here on third and goal. Touchdown, Red Raider! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Coming out with it, it's Owens. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to throw, it's Reed. There's the pressure. Kept it, and he's past the marker. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Aggies want to pick up the tempo.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's great. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggie!
One of the reasons reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Morton. He's going to let it go. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Throws for the tight end. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He unleashes a long one. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Touchdown, Red Raider. And here they come, almost all the way back.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Pressure coming. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in the sudden change situation.
They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. getting knocked back to open this drive at 2nd and 12. To fire. Zips it out to his man. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call, but not a lot of time left in the game.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. They'll run for it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Through the air, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
On 1st down from their own 22. Send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric. He's loose. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. The 40. He's at the 30. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. They'll come to the line 1st and goal with the lead and the clock working in their favor. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points, and then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Scanning the field, it's Morton. Looking down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
It's caught. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. down. Deep shot for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher...